again. How you guys doing? This is Tank and Trucker, and today we are playing the KV-5. Going to do a review on it, and we find ourselves on the map Paris. Paris, a big map, city map, great for heavy tanks. Well, I played mostly heavy tanks, tank destroyers, mediums, lights, and then artillery, kind of in that order, give or take. But anyways, on this map, let me make this a little bit bigger. Basically, to be honest with you, and a lot of people, they have their own opinion of how to do and what to do on this map. Basically, if you're in a heavy tank to a medium tank, where this is blipping right here, that's kind of where I like to go. Go down this way, keep your gun pointed to your left as you're driving down to the right. So a lot of times you get cross shots on stuff that's up here, up these alleyways as you get down to this area here. When you get down to the area where it's blinking, you got the bridges, you get shots behind these buildings right over here. And to be honest with you, I don't even waste I don't think, I think I've gone to this field area maybe once or twice. There's really, I don't want to say no reason, but it's kind of a waste going to that field. If you go over there and there's already on the enemy team, basically you're just giving yourself an easy way to get killed. A lot of times tank destroyers go over there. If I'm in a turret tank destroyer, I still go down this way. If I'm in a non-turreted tank destroyer, I still try and go down this way. Just that field, there's just really no, in my opinion, use of winning that field. If you can come down here, take this side, you come right back up this way, get on their cap, and you can out-cap them. Or, basically this is where all the big battles take place. And coming this way, you get shots all the way up, all the way around in the center area in the front. If you go on this side, which like I said, I feel is kind of a waste, there's just too many buildings and obstacles, and you just basically sit there and get no damage done. So, anyways, that's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But let's go ahead and get this match a-rolling. I'm going to take a drink of Mountain Dew. Whoa. But I see a lot of people, like, you watch this KV-2, and they got the guns pointing in front of them like that. Well, if the tank is going to possibly be to my left, I'm going to have my gun facing where I might get a shot at a tank. If it's facing to my right, I'll face my gun to the right. I'm not going to have my gun facing directly in front of me when I could get a shot off at something up to my, and plus your armor's in the front. If there's a tank setting up that alleyway, and I just go driving, he's going to be able to shoot and put a round right in the side of my turret, versus if he's, you're facing your turret towards him, a lot harder to pin the front of a turret. So, I always tell a lot of people, if you can keep the front of your turret always facing your enemy, you're doing yourself a huge favor. You can possibly get a shot off, plus that's where all your armor is. Better armor that way. Now, I do come around this corner right here, and who do I run into? But the OI. Take a snapshot of him, and no luck. Just kind of get out of there, get back. And then I get the VK100-01 here, and you can see it's orange, barely ever clicking, kind of even green. It was green on the side. I thought I'd shoot there, but that's basically, it's still an auto bounce. I should have backed up there, but no, dumb me. Stand there like that, like an idiot. And let's see, where does he put it? Through, right there, right through the old, let me set my big slam down. Right through that big weak spot. So that was my own fault. Stupid move on my part. And he knocks your radio man out, because that's where your radio man sets. So, Jeff, let's not sit there like an idiot and let him pick you apart. So, basically what I said to myself is, I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to try and flank him. There's no way I can pen the front of this guy. I'm not going to waste the rounds, or just, it'd be stupid to try taking one shot for one shot when he's hitting me for 300 and some, average damage, and I'm hitting him. I think the average damage on that's like 390. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 390. So, and mine's 300, so he's just gonna pick me apart, and I'm just gonna bounce off him. So stupid. So the OI, I thought, maybe he'll pull forward. I'll get a shot on him. So I wait here for a minute, And when he goes to pull forward here, I forgot, I did take a shot at the VK, but the OI starts to pull out. If I would have waited, I would have got the kill, but stupid me, I didn't. And then, so I decide I'm not going to sit here and, just trade shots. Me shoot him, bounce, him shoot me and pen. So I figured I'm just going to try and come around and flank him. So I bleep on the minimap what my little plan is and head forth and onward to go ahead and try doing it. Oh, yay, look at that. Come around the corner. None of them were lit, so I didn't have a chance to uh, basically get into a good side scraping um, position. And then also, my the best thing that happened here is the weak spots on those. I'm able to push them against the building and use it to my advantage, so that it's basically blocked and they can't really hit those unless they come like way up here. So that kind of did me a favor going this way. It was the best thing I could have done. And you can see I'm getting hit by that UD's 03, setting back there quite a distance. But he is picking through me with APCR, which is the standard round, obviously, and the premium round. But I was trying to bait some shots, but I'm getting picked apart pretty bad here. So I thought I can either stay here and just get tore up, or try and make a move. And I finally spotted that UD's 03, back up, let it shrink in. I knew I'd get a shot off before him. As soon as I spotted him, I got a shot. Somebody else finished it. He got hit one other time, and then boom, he's dead. That's the thing with those UD's 03. They got awesome camo, but once you're spotted, you get tore up and die. I could have taken out the FE4202, but Tiger 2's got a better gun. Basically, a bigger threat. You need to get the bigger threats gone. I'm getting bounced on here by tank destroyers. The STR Waffenträger's bouncing. I'm not spotting him, and so I figure I'm going to go do a little hunt and see if I can. I'm a one-shot for basically anything on the map. But this PK backs out, so I get a nice shot in his side for 287. I wanted to try finishing him off, but here the side of my turret's facing basically most of the stuff here, so I knew I needed to get out of there. The Mutt's got a great gun, and once I saw him and he was spotted, I knew I was too late. I was dead. Basically, he had a good shot into my side because I was trying to use my frontal armor towards the Star Waffenträger. When he got lit up, it was too late. There was just no way I was going to be able to get the front of my tank facing him or get backed up. But not bad results. 2,833 damage, 768 assisted damage, and 2,620 blocked damage. So, not too bad. We do go on to win this match pretty easily here. So, kudos to the team. If you guys want to hold on for a minute, I will be right back with the post-game stats and a review of the KV-5. Hey, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So, here is the results of the match in the KV-5. And when I run this thing, I don't care if I'm top tank, bottom tank. I run straight frickin' premium rounds in the thing. I do carry like 8 HE and 17 AP rounds, but I very, very rarely shoot standard rounds out of this thing because the penetration just sucks. 167 pen in a tier 8. Yeah, you won't see past tier 9s, but yeah, try shooting some of the tier 8s with 167 pen. You're not even going to pen, freaking some of the tier 6s with that. It's just pitiful. This tank is one of the original premium tier 8 tanks, been in the game since, God, I think it was like one of the original ones when I first started playing tanks, when it was open, released in beta, or, released for everybody to play after the beta testing and stuff was done. And they have never, that I can remember, ever buffed the gun on this thing. It's always been the same crappy penetration. Even the premium rounds, it only bumps up to, was it 216? 219? So yeah, that's why you know pray to God you'll never see anything over tier 9 in this, because 219, yeah, good luck trying to pen even the ass of a E75 of that. You're gonna have trouble. They really need to do a buff on the gun on this thing. I mean, it's about time. This is one of the original tanks, and the gun just really blows. But enough of that. That's why I shoot straight freaking premium rounds out of it. It's got great armor, as long as you use it right. But we spotted or excuse me, knocked the track off the Tiger 2, and he got 69 damage done on him, obviously. So this is going to say track damage. Hit him twice and did 587 damage. Spotted the VK 101P, and if you noticed, I did not stick around to shoot at him. Tried a couple rounds, um, but at the distance I knew that even at the weakest point of that thing, I wasn't going to be able to pen it with this. But I tried a couple shots, and then ended up trying to flank him. Came around, got a shot in the ass, went through his side, no problem. But the front of that VK 101P, you're not going through with this thing. No. um, so I did bounce one of his rounds for 320, spotted him, and hit him for 287 in the side. So got a pretty decent roll. Excuse me. Still getting over that flu that I had just the last couple weeks. So the FE 4202, bounced a couple rounds from him for 230 and hit him once for 287. The mutts he shot at me and I bounced, actually none penetrating. I think he tracked me. I spotted the UD's 03. Man, that thing, I tell you, if that thing's hitting you, like, I knew if I got a little bit further, I was going to spot him. If it would have been an open field, I would have backed the hell out of there, because he would have sat there and picked me apart, and no problem, and I would have never spotted him. But with the position that he had to have been in, I knew if I could get a little bit further, which I did, and I got him spotted, and then we were able to tear him apart. Um, so when I spotted him, the team did 699 damage. I bounced, believe it or not, one of his rounds for 390, and I hit him once for 301. The 4503, I bounced three of his rounds, knocked out his ammo rack, hit him 4 times, and did 1102 damage, destroyed him. Destroyer Waffentrager, I bounced 4 of his rounds for 960. Knocked out his track, hit him once for 269, and spotted the OI. And I was going to try and take a shot at him, but he got knocked out right before I was able to pull the trigger. So he did the most damage with 2,833 and got a 962 experience on that, base experience. 14 shots, 13 hit, 10 pen. Did 2833 damage. We got hit 18 times, 6 pen, 12 bounced for bouncing, a total of 2,620 damage. Spotted 3, damage 6, destroyed 1. Damage caused with our 768. Made 94,685 credits, but we did, like I said, shoot straight premium, but we still made a 21,525 credit, to the plus. So, even shooting straight premium rounds still made a decent amount of credits. Obviously, would have made a lot more, but wouldn't have penned anything. So, if you don't pen it, you don't do the damage. You end up spending the money regardless, because you're hitting stuff, bouncing the rounds. It's not penning. So if you're shooting twice as many rounds, not doing any damage, so you're not getting the experience. You're not going to make the credits. So you're better off just shooting premium rounds with the thing and actually penning stuff, and you'll make about the same. Well, if you can pen lightly armored stuff, and you're going to be shooting that lightly armored stuff, load it, and then come around the corner, take a shot. But if you're going to be shooting at a VK 101P, yeah, premium rounds. But yeah, so it was all right. But anyways, back home with the twerps right now. They're in school. So I thought I'd do a review of the KV-5. And yeah, I don't think I've ever done a review of this. I'll just go over it kind of, quick, because everybody knows it's been in the game forever. So it's not like, oh, well, it's a new tank. Tell us about it. But I will be picking up the Lorraine 40T, get that back in my. I'm wondering if when I get that back today, if I get my old win rate with it, or if you start over from scratch. Because I mean, I had like a 70-some% win rate with that thing, and I had a lot of matches in it. So it'll be interesting. to find out when I do the review. I'll let you know. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and just do a review of this since we just had a match in it, and then I'll do. You'll see this part two. Part one will actually be the game, and then after the match, you'll see the post game stats, and then this. So, anyways, this is actually it's a really good tank. The gun is the only downfall, and they actually did buff up these frontal turrets, so they're not as easy to pen as people think like they used to be. Used to be you could hit this R2D2 or this R2D2 from across the map and you'd pen it. Now they've made it a lot smaller, so it's like not quite. You can't hit the thing anywhere, and this one anywhere, and you're gonna pen it. Now it's more of a smaller boxed area that there's actually a hitbox in the weaker armor that you're gonna penetrate. So it's a lot harder to actually penetrate that than what it is. If somebody's face hugging you, try and cover those. Try and rear side scrape, keep those facing away from you, because even though it's got 140 armor in the rear of the hull, the turret still got 180. But these here are so weak that if they're facing you, they're going to pen those every time. Whereas if you can do rear side scraping, at least you got 140 armor. That's nothing really super weak that they can just rip right through back here. So side scraping is always an option if you're able to do that. So anyways, what do you get? Let's see. So you get 1,780 hit points. Great armor. 180 in the front of the hull, 180. Basically on the turrets, 180 all the way around. Front, rear, sides, everything. The hull is 180 in the front, 150 on the side, and 140 in the rear. Great tank to side scrape in because has that magic black hole track where people shoot you in the tracks, trying to shoot you down here, and the round just goes plow, disappears, and it knocks your track off and does no damage. This commander's hatch up here is not even really that weak. This one's about non-existent to hit. It's hard to hit that one. You can, but it's really hard to hit. It's because it's the way it's set. It actually sets kind of lower than what it looks, but not super easy to pen. So armor on this is terrific. The gun is where the downfall is. The rate of fire, and this is all base compared to what mine is, and the crew I have, and this is only working on their first crew skill at 74%, but I've done several crews with this where I've gotten up to 3 crew skills and moved them onto a different tank, and then started over, because, you obviously train crews with these a lot quicker. So your standard pen is 167 with AP, 219 with APCR. Thank God your premium round is at least APCR, not heat. If your premium round was heat on this, I wouldn't even recommend buying the thing. I would be like, don't even waste your time because heat shells just suck. Average penetration in your HE rounds is 54. Average damage is 300 for your standard and your premium, and 360 for your HE rounds. Average damage per minute is 2100. Dispersion is 0.43, and your aim time is 2.9. So dispersion and aim time aren't superb, especially being the gun really isn't the best in the world. But you can make it work. Now mine, on the other hand, I have 8.3 rounds a minute. My reload time is 7.23 seconds, but I also get a bonus with the improved ventilation and the gun, large caliber gun tank rammer. My tank traverse, the turret traverse is 22.67, and the hull traverse is 19.2. So if you see a light tank coming around, he's going to start circle strafing you. Get against a rock or a building because this does not spin that fast. My aim time is still 2.68 seconds, so it's still not the fastest aim time, and my dispersion is still 0.41. So even with 116% crew and then 74 in the first crew skill, still not the most accurate in the world. My average damage is 2489. Weight on this is 100. It's a 105-ton tank. Mine's at 100.98, so almost 101 ton. Smash into stuff. You can just roll right into stuff, and you'll do more damage to hitting, running into stuff than it's gonna do to you, unless you're running into like a VK1 101P or a Moss. You never see a Moss E75. This has got great armor for ramming into stuff. Let's get a 1200 horsepower engine, so your specific power to weight is 11.88, which really isn't bad. And your top speed is 40 in forward and 11 in reverse. So it does get around pretty good. You can catch some speed up in this. Your concealment's 5.8, which it's got a very big silhouette, so obviously, concealment is pretty pitiful. View range is 363. Which heavy tanks, obviously they suck, but I think the way I have it set up is the best for me at least. A lot of people would probably take the vents off and put like coated optics to get the view range out there, but I don't know. I just play my heavies a lot different than a lot of people do, and I'm pretty successful at it. So I only put like coated optics and stuff on either like something that's super duper slow, which this isn't really super duper slow, or something as blind as a bat. And this is, I mean, it's 363, not bad. And your signal range is 779. So if you want to hold on for a minute, when I come back, I will, actually, this will be the end of the video. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. I ask your assistance for any tanks that you would like to see me do a review on. Own pretty much every tank in the game. Very few that I don't own, and basically the ones I don't own are some of the premium Clan War rewards. If it's in the tech tree, I do own it. So if you want to see a review on a tank, my email is down in the description below, and you can shoot me an email or send me a message right in the video here that you're going to be watching, and let me know what you want me to review, and I'll go ahead and get that done for you, and probably up, since I'm home right now, pretty quick, probably within a couple hours to within the first day. So you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.